Pansy is watching TV, and under the circumstances, that is a major event. With the lights back on, and running water restored, all the blood, sweat, tears and grindingly hard work is suddenly repaid. But the winter is approaching rapidly, and she realises she can now add freezing to death to her list of real and present dangers. It's going to take more than a woolly hat and scarf to make it through to the spring. Where could she get hold of an old-time stove, she wonders.
Got a feeling that I might die tonight. Woke up in the morning, braving for a brand new day.
So, Pansy, where have we gotten to? It is the 9th of October, and there is much to be done. The year is wearing on. We have our routine, we have our plans, so time is at a premium because we need certain things in place prior to the winter, or otherwise it'll get much harder. So let us push our borders out a little further. Let's carry on this war of attrition against the local zombie population and skewer this fellow to begin with. We have advanced as far as the auto place next door to the gas station. So who is around here? Who opposes you? Because we want to get in there and check it out. We already encountered one of the guys who I fear formerly worked there. He was the chap with the welder's mask. Now, welder's mask is a great find. It would be lovely to pick up a propane torch. We could get on with some metalwork in earnest. But we will see. As long as we can dispatch these fellows and make it into the auto place. Now, Pansy, here is a most nervous situation, for you've heard knocking and banging. Here he comes. Oh, he's feral. Yeah, you did well to wait. But will these other guys come bursting out? And if so, how many and of what type? Or maybe you'll have to go in and open the door. This is not very relaxing stuff because, oh, yeah, he is feral also, but that's not to his advantage, close quarters, in cramped and confined circumstances. Doesn't matter if he's feral or not. A brute is another thing. Anyway, let's whiz around here and see what's to be had off the shelves and in the cupboards. Nothing much, unfortunately. Okay, well, let's see if we can have a look in the gas station shop. See what's there. Now, who's here? There's a few over that side, but they're not encroaching on the forecourt, so let them be a while. And as long as there's nobody back here, we'll see if we can stealth our way into this building and see if there's anything good to be had. But this is very encouraging because it means that we will have access to the pumps, which we will need. We've got multiple generators. We know how to connect generators. There's no alarm here. Let's try picking the lock. It's a hard lock, so maybe not. But yes, generators. The problem, of course, is picking up a generator and dragging it all the way down here would leave us exhausted, which would not be a good way to encounter a horde. So we need a vehicle. And of course vehicles need fuel. I think we're okay though. We've got cars that have got fuel in. We just need them to be in good enough condition to be able to get the generators into the trunk. We'll see about that. We'll manage it by hook or by crook. The video was useful. Everything else in here, stuff. Let's just get back home. It's late. Get your head down, recharge the batteries, and I fear, Pansy, you have to just do it all over again. The 10th the 10th of October. Come on up out of bed, sleepyhead. We have to go a-grinding. Because in order to solve our running water problem, we have to do looting, like looting of garages. Remember, that's another generator there, handy. We have to break into people's houses. And once in, we have to, I fear, destroy all their furniture. Tables. And then once the day is done, sleep. And then, once the sleeping's done, grind it out all over again. Here we are, we've skipped ahead. Let me rest? I fear not, Pansy. Not yet. We must push on more efforts. There, set a spell once the disassembling is done. Now back up with your yellow, cheerfully coloured yellow wheelbarrow. Push on, push on. Bring the stuff back, for we need many logs. We need many garbage bags. We need many nails. I have to somehow wrestle your wheelbarrow down a rope ladder. Not easy done, but you managed to do it gracefully. Okay. We'll set that there. Yeah, so once all this grinding's been done, you can see we're very close to Carpentry 6. That's the magic number we need in order to be able to construct stairs. And stairs will give us roof access. On the roof we build the barrels, and they connect the barrels to the sink. The rain falls and the sink provides clean fresh water. Fantastic. So get your scoot on, Pansy. Let's have a look around now and see what else we can destroy, disassemble. Yes, people's dining furniture. They'll not be back for dinner. They won't need it. This little table here. Have yourself a smoke. Don't forget about your creature comforts in all this. It's not just grind and rain, you know. Well, maybe it is. The bookcase now. A little round table. A door. Kitchen cabinets. And more. As the rain pours down, Pansy inches ever closer to her level of skill. Sleeping again. We're on the 14th already. We've been at this for 5 days and we're so close. Now, but today I just want to have a look at the other border, as it were, up the road towards the courthouse, the police station and the fire station. There's a lone zombie hanging out. Who else is around? Mobs, hordes, or not? No, this is reasonably encouraging. I would at some point like to loot that fire station, but I don't know if it contains a small army or not. And I'm not prepared for a fight at this point, because I'm in grinding mode. I just wanted to check, but the reconnaissance is complete. So back to the grind, I'm afraid, Pansy. Back to the grind. Chairs and tables, comfy seats and big beds, chests of drawers. It's all grist to our mill. But there we go. We have 2, 4, 6 skill levels in carpentry, which means, Pansy, that you can go and build stairs. So gather the stuff. Gather the prerequisite materials. Make haste. However, look after your moodles too. That's it. Have a little rest and something to eat. Moodles restored. Collect up your resources. Your garbage bags. Your pallet of lumber stacks, of planks, plenty. Yep, there's what we're going to do. Stairs. You need the planks and the nails. And then once the stairs are up, we're going to build barrels to collect rain. And then with a pipe wrench, we'll plug in that there sink. Okay, now what I'd like to do, but I fear is actually going to prove beyond us, is to build the stairs on the inside and break through the ceiling. But I don't think that's possible. Not without, first of all, creating the hole from above, which means I have to create stairs on the outside. Maybe we'll have stairs inside in due course, but for right now, we're going to do some late night carpentry to erect the stairs. Our first stage of access can go here. Good work. So in theory, if I can push this wheelbarrow without tipping off the damn stairs and breaking my legs or neck, we should be able to add the second stage of stairs right here. Not right there. Where are you going? Yeah, I must have registered that we wanted to put it on the ground. Further up though, the isometric view, the perspectives are foxing us. And the tricky thing is this. No. The wheelbarrow is worrying. It's teetering on the brink of disaster. Let's do it a more traditional way of carting the stuff up by hand then. It'll weigh on us more, but maybe we won't tip over the edge to our doom, which would be preferable, I suspect. Okay, have your planks to hand, your nails and your hammer. Step forward, step forward. Now, I think all we had to do with the wheelbarrow was actually have enough nerve to take that extra step, and then we would have been able to see the edge that we actually wanted to place the first step of the second stage of stairs at. So there we are, it's in place. So Pansy, you can now proceed to the rooftop. Well, this is indeed progress, inching, dangerous, nervous making, progress of a kind. It's this leap of faith you have to make at the top of the stairs. We know it's there. Ah, it is there. But had it not been, that would have been painful. But now, Pansy, you've gained the roof. Now I'm using this walk to mechanism out of habit because I've fallen down roof spaces before. Roofs that looked to be present but were not. They were just mirage roofs and there was a void. However, everything's solid around here and that's typical of flat roofs. Right, well, it's very cold and dark, but it'll soon be light. And we'll soon have a better view. In fact, I think the dawn is just around the corner here. Can you actually make much out? Can we see? I'm sure there are villainous hordes up there by the bail bond office, close to that bar. But for now, Pansy, we are relatively safe from them. Unless a meta event calls them down on us. I doubt they'll come knocking on our door or climbing our stairs anytime soon. Let's proceed with stage 2. Phase 2. Which is to say rain collector barrels. So let's grab all the stuff that we need and proceed. Now it will take a lot of planks, so I think we're going to need some more than what is left over after the stairs. The stairs took 30 planks themselves, which is a good amount. However, as we have discussed at length over the last week or so, we have created many planks through our disassembly processes. So we can zip around the neighbourhood now and collect them all up and build up our lumber stacks and our pallets once again, like this little house. We'll take them all from here, and this little house is where we started off the grind days and days back. that has led us to our current level of skill. But we're not doing too badly. I think in the future, for big plank projects, we will use the log to plank transformation with our carpentry sawbuck thing, because that means it will work also our maintenance by breaking axes on trees. However, we'll use this reclaimed planking for our current project. We can go up to 8, I think, connected to the same plumbed in point, so that might be something we do in due course. But what would be really good is to get our first tranche of barrels in place. The zipper bag there marks my estimated location of where that sink sits below, so we will see when we build these barrels and connect them in what kind of a water supply we get. And it certainly will make life a bit easier than constantly having to fill up the zipper bags and decontaminate them with the purifying tablets. But this is looking good, looking promising, I think we can say. Now there is one problem. We completed level 6 carpentry and we have not read the new book to give ourselves the experience multiplier. And of course, we're just about to do a lot of carpentry in terms of, we should have read it before we built the stairs, in fact. However, better to recall than forget altogether. So once we're unpacked here, let us nip below and get the book on. Yeah? I think that's a plan, Pansy. So, we will read and we will eat. We may even find time for the odd session of burpees. Why not? But mostly reading. We need to get this project done. So back to the bookwork as soon as you've had your dinner. Thank the Lord for meals ready to eat. Has made life much more simple. Just pop the pack open and consume the calories. Smoky Franks, very nice. Smoky Franks followed by rehydrated fruit pouch. How very pleasant. But first, a few more chapters, Pansy. Where are we? Halfway? Yeah, we're getting there. You don't want to get cold, and that's a fact. We don't want to catch a cold, more to the point. 3 in the morning, very tired. So I think as well, today will be consumed with the end of this book, obviously. But before we go back, we need, I think, some time to recuperate, sleep, eat, and then return to the rooftop. But let's take it one step at a time. Yes. Well earned rest, Pansy. On the 17th of October. 8 days into Project Rain Barrels. Well, it is raining, which is quite good for us, because building the barrels in a dry spot would not achieve anything very much. So I, for one, am quite glad that there is a little bit of rain. Not torrential, for sure, but it is rain nevertheless. rainy is what we need. Now let's do this. Check our measure, our pace. Pace it out and make sure that we do have the right target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that would place me standing directly in front of the sink unit in the apartment below. So this is good. Let us now build the blessed rain collector barrel. The first one can go in. Now it's been a long time coming, but this is a major quality of life upgrade. Not having to worry so much about fresh water. And I think we will follow that by completing the second quality of life upgrade by getting a generator installed up here. Now the long-term plan, of course, is for sustainability to put in a solar panel and battery bank, and all these things are potentially doable, but we'll start with a generator, and then once the rest is ready the generator can move into a backup capacity. Maybe have multiple generators for that matter. So we will see by stages improving Pansy's lot in life. Yes, we have rain collector barrels collecting rain. What more can we ask for of a rain collector barrel? I mean, practically, metaphorically, metaphysically, physically in fact, that is what we want. We can slake our thirst. So in the tool cabinet we need the pipe wrench, which is the thing which will allow us to plumb in the sink. Unless I have gone and mistakenly placed the rain collector barrels in the wrong place, but I don't think so. In fact, one of the two will definitely be in the right place, even if I'm offset. They can't both be in the wrong place. Okay. We have water. How much water do we have? If you look at the drink item, that will tell us. Yeah, we've already got 16. It's 1/10 capacity. So, now, back on the roof. Building more, we have 4. And with the remainder of these planks, because we don't have enough garbage bags to put any more collectors in just yet, what we can do is make the stairs of certain death safer. So we will put walls in so that Pansy can trip lightly up the stairs at a fair rate of knots, at a clip, without worrying about falling over the edge at the top and landing in a crumpled, broken heap at the bottom. Here we go. Level 2 walls going onto our wooden wall frame. Marvellous. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to wall the whole structure in, but let's see. We'll add what we can. That looks good. Looks good and is practical as well. The other thing to consider is that if zombies are moved around by a meta event, they'll see the structure at the bottom and they'll break it. So I'm thinking that maybe I can preempt that at some point by taking the first set of stairs down and putting a wooden floor in with a rope ladder. But we'll see. We may not need that in due course. I can always, if zombies do break the stair, I don't want them up here marauding around and destroying my barrels and stuff like that, and generally making nuisance of themselves. So it might be the best plan to replace that first set of stairs with a rope ladder. Have to look into that, Pansy. Put that on your backlog. But for now, having the top of the stairs at least, I can hug the wall, run up the stairs, and I won't fall off. That's my theory. Let's put those ones in there. We have some more planks as well, so let's see what else we can do down here. Maybe this first step end? Why not? Yeah, so if the zombies do destroy the first steps, the bit I'm standing on at the moment will go. Leaving this wall hanging in midair, essentially. But then I could put a window in there where this wall is, and I hang a rope ladder out. That would give me access to keep the roof access going. So, but for now, well, that's good enough to get us going. Yeah. Well done, Pansy. We have our project advanced, and with this rain, the water supply will be plenty. Running around in circles and get +1 sprinting as a bonus. That was just a joyful little sprint around at having completed your project, and it brought home the skill level gain. Well done. Okay, well, let's celebrate that with a bite to eat from over the road. And then have a look around town and see if you can find some more garbage bags, because we could complete the complement of barrels. I mean, it'll take another 4, and that would be a good thing. Also, see if we can't find a car. Well, we can find a car, but will it be able to take the generator in its trunk down to the gas station? Now, unfortunately, though this is a very nice car with plenty of fuel, sadly it does not have sufficient capacity to carry the generator, and nor does the other red car that I had. It would do if it was in better condition, but it's too crumpled. We're going to have a look at that, see if there's any way we can fix that up, maybe. Though I think that I'm blocked for auto repairs until I get some mechanic skill. I can only do things like changing headlights and simple tasks. I can't fix trunks at the moment, sadly. So it's worth just checking. Now, I've brought this generator up, and it quite wore me out, I'll tell you, carrying that from one of the houses down past the church. So this red car has been very useful, but unfortunately I think due to too many zombie encounters, its trunk is the worse for wear, which is insufficient capacity, I believe. Now I need 40 to carry the generator. So what I might do is just suck it up and carry it by hand and do it in different stages, and that way I'm not going to end up too exhausted by the time I get down there, because if I turn the generator on at the gas station, it will attract zombie attention, I'm sure, and I'll have to kill them in order to be able to use the pumps, and that will be a tricky affair. So ideally I would like, very much like, to drive the generator there when we do. So what I shall use is the little bit of good fortune in finding a car with plenty of gas, just to fill up this generator for now and give ourselves the moral boost of turning the lights back on, albeit temporarily at this stage. But it's just good for Pansy, for once, to have a little bit of creature comfort after all this grind. Be very nice for her. Turn it on. 100% condition, 80% fuel from one fuel tank. And the lights are on, the street lights. That will use our fuel up, but it's very comforting to see. Civilization advance, Pansy. Civilization advance. You can turn lights on and off. Off and on. At your desk. The desk lamp which you quite rightly saved and put in place in anticipation of this day so many weeks ago. That is very good. And not only that, you can watch TV and gain a little bit of experience in the process. And look at that. Sit down. Sit down in the cheery glow of the television screen and learn something. Trapping. I think, though, what we've learned is how to put together various projects and plans coming to fruition are always a good thing, huh? So what's next? What is next? Well, I think we're now somewhat exposed with that generator. That'll make noise. Those stairs might attract attention, and a meta event would be most unwelcome. So I think the next border we push into is the one behind our apartment building. I think we have to look, and also we can loot those nice looking houses over the back in that gated community and see what's to be had there. And then I think we can go further down past the church, down to that corner by the school, and have a look at that board, because the school has got an interesting tool shed type building attached to it, which has been unavailable to us because of the hordes. So I think on the kill, loot, grind, repeat cycle, the next couple of kill cycles will be those borders as we push out a larger and larger radius sphere of influence that Pansy wields over the neighbourhood. Hopefully give us access to some more good stuff and allow us to build yet more interesting things. But for now, Pansy is going to have a fresh home-cooked meal. Bathed in the glow of her desk lamp, she stands in her kitchen, stir-frying, which is great because not only is it food, but it's happy food, and that helps with the mood. Again, a further civilization advance. The meals ready to eat are wonderful and all, but you can't beat a bit of cooking because you get better experience. And with better experience, we're going to unlock the ability to somewhat gruesomely butcher the zombie bodies and see how nutritious and delicious fresh zombie steaks may be, and what downsides, if any, it brings with them. Here we are, cooked stir fry with basil. It's only canned potato, but it's a start, Pansy. It is a beginning. Why, you'll be baking cupcakes in no time. Fantastic. Bon appetit. Well, it has been 11 days to push this project to its conclusion. It's the 20th of October. We started on the 9th. So on the whole, I think at this point we can say that the episode is complete and that Pansy can take a well-earned breather.
Got a feeling that I might die tonight. Woke up